Base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Missed with a breaking ball. One out, nobody on. Hit to third. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Man, as we take another look at this in slow motion, you can see that the first baseman makes a great effort to scoop it out of the dirt. Almost had it, but it squirts out of the pocket, and the man's on board with a throwing error.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And as the season nears an end, he currently leads the league in runs batted in. First things first, here's a throw over, and he's back in standing. He's set, and the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. The 0-1 delivery. Pitch out, nothing doing. Marte off for second. Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. Marte rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. We're all square at one apiece.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is the reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Franz Reyes. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Chapman leads off second with one gone in the inning. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
Tried to hold up there, appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball two. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only one away.
Boy, there's a bullet base hit right there, but you have to hold there, D-Row, to make sure that gets through and isn't caught for a line drive double play.
Yeah, you have to play the game right there and respect the infield and respect the line drive. I know he wants to get a ribby for his buddy, but that's the way the game's played.
Into the box, Jorge Soler fouled off. He's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Popped up. Longoria is calling for it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper, and the Marlins looking for more in the game's opening frame. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score as they'll grab the lead here 2-1.
Boy, talking about coming up with a big knock. After that pop-up, it looked like the inning was potentially over. Big two-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you watch your teammate in front of you miss his pitch. He got a nice pitch to hit right there and pops it up. You can tell he was dejected as he went back to the dugout. All you're trying to do is be a great teammate. Sean Casey always used to say to me, hey, D-Row, mix in a good teammate one time. That's exactly what this guy did.
That average at 291 to start the day. 21 homers and 59 RBIs. Looking to minimize the damage here. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a three-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball.
Hey, great job just to be able to foul that one off. In today's game, that's what we're seeing. North-south. Pitchers want to elevate, want to get you out above the zone or below it.
Bader moves over, and that's the third out. So 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 2 left. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets 1. Coming to the plate now, Harrison Bader, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. 0-1 pitch on its way. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by him.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. There you see Evan Longoria waiting next. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, this guy's been slumping at the plate. Saw his average fall below 240 prior to this at-bat. That knock had to feel good.
Now in the box, Evan Longoria. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And that one stayed up a little high.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
And indeed, he won't look at second. He'll just flip it on over to first to take the sure out.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And guys, can we focus on something real quick? There's 3 of them out there. 3 gold gloves on the defensive side of the ball. That's just special right there. Look for some highlight reel plays in this one.
Now batting, Kevin Plawecki, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pitch misses low. The throw down is well behind the play. That's an easy stolen base.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Now the 1-0. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. The catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Standing in now, Zach Wheeler, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Line drive to center field. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Boy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here. In today's game, if you're not disciplined for striking out, why would you change your approach with 2 strikes right here? Expect this.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 2-2. Into the box now, Martin Maldonado. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
Maldonado.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit in the air to right field. Giving chase is Nimmo. Makes the play, 1 away.
Okay, here's how the Mets are lining up defensively. And I want to shine the light on Yoenis Cespedes, outfielder right here. The ability to play multiple positions in the outfield, both corners, and can dabble in center field as well. And newsflash, people, do not run on this guy. He has one of the best arms in the business.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Adrian Moore. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here comes the first pitch. Now a swing, and the barrel of the bat breaks in 2 that time. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
In now, Chris Taylor. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. He was called out on strikes to open the home first. The 0-1 delivery. Line towards center field. Bader is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. 2 innings complete. Deuces are wild. It's 2-2. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ahmed Rosario. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. One and one. Now a bunt attempt here. Chapman fields it cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, first baseman, Peter Alfonso.
At the plate, Peter Alfonso, 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
0-1 the count. 2 out, nobody on. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Super important situation right here for the pitcher to go 1-2-3. Get back in the dugout, regroup. He struggled early, but if he can knock out this 1-2-3 inning, I think he can right the ship.
That's through for a base hit, his second of the ball game. So the 2-out hit means that Yoenis Cespedes will bat this inning. Here's Yoenis Cespedes, 0 for 1 here in the early going. He's set. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first 2 guys out of the inning, then you give up that 2-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases. Nimmo is on his way home. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And they'll tag him out at the plate. And that will keep our ball game tied as the inning is over. Mets leave 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 3rd, all even at 2 apiece. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Tapper up the line. Foul ball, strike 2. And a fastball just a bit high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
High in the air out to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Third baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Tapped out in front of home. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
Right fielder, number 32, Marlins Reyes.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Line, that's a base hit into left field. So some 2-out success, and the bottom of the 3rd frame will continue. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. In is Jorge Soler. From the stretch, here's the pitch. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Reyes is off at first with 2 away. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. One left for Miami. And after 3, it remains a 2-2 tie. Ready for another chance? Harrison Bader. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Missed with a breaking ball.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Again, another foul ball. Another full count pitch home. Is swung on and missed, strike 3. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. Longoria, or just Longo as he's often referred. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2006.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
And Longoria is going to have himself extra bases. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
That last pitch was number 60 already. With 1 out in the 4th, that's way too many.
Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher. Still even at 2 and 2. Runner at second here with 1 man out. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
And he fouls this one off. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away. So here's the Mets pitcher, Zach Wheeler, a base hit in his first trip. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Mets strand 1. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. So digging in now, Garrett Cooper. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
First baseman, number 30.
Here comes the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
1 down.
Up next for the Marlins, second baseman.
Digging in, Ketel Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped up. Alfonso is there now, and it's 2 pitches, 2 out.
Now batting, catcher, Martin Maldonado.
So coming to the plate, Martin Maldonado. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch coming, here it is. This is line to left. That's his first base hit, make him 1 for 2 now.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Roll, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also a nice job by the base runner out there. Not putting his head down, being over-aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Roll, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Marlins lead 1. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. Next up for New York, Jeff McNeil. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 0-1 delivery. Just a bit high that time as he misses for a ball. One ball and 2 strikes the count. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
And that's in there for strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Sharp ground ball to third. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Peter Alfonso.
Next for the Mets, Peter Alfonso. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Yeah, I'm shocked he let that first pitch go right there. High fastball, but usually those ones travel the furthest.
2 runs, 7 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. A ball and 2 strikes the count now with the bases empty and 2 away. That one misses, and I think a ballpark full of umpires disagrees. It's 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Mets. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Chris Taylor. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far.
Taylor.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Way in front of a great slider that time. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Starling Marte. And it's fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Skied down the left field line. Cespedes on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
Ready now for the Marlins, Matt Chapman. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Here comes Wheeler's 0-2. Slider whiffed on for strike three. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. Through 5, all even at 2-2. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Brandon Nimmo. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a strike. And that one just missed outside. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
He's set and the pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
Great job of getting back in the zone with a hard fastball after the walk. I think he might have let a little frustration out with that pitch.
And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it first and second now. And it looks like we're going to see time called here as he looked to come up a bit gingerly after he hit the first base bag. But from all indications, it looks like it won't be enough to take him out of the ballgame. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. A ball and no strikes. Nimmo on second. Cespedes at first with no outs. This is line to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. 2 runs, 8 hits. 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes is right there as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Kevin Plawecki.
And here's the catcher, Kevin Plawecki. He hit a sac fly earlier. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a pitch right down the middle. In the dirt here. So now 2 men in scoring position. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Liner towards second, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. Mets forced to settle for 1 here in the inning. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Mets 3 and the Marlins 2. Stepping up now, Franz Reyes. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they've faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
Now the 1-0. Loud contact there, but it's well foul.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Weak chopper up the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. He goes with the slider that time, and it's driven to deep right field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his third hit of the night.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Into the box, Jorge Soler. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Turned on down the line, but a foul ball here, 0-1.
His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
And he's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Here it comes, 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2 is a high drive to left, back toward the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's gone! It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. One shy of the magic number now. 49 home runs thus far as they take the lead 4-3.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. Hot shot on the ground to short. Rosario brings it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Number 4, second baseman,
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First pitch coming, here it is. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. Still only 1 out in the inning. Swing and a liner, but foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a breaking ball runs in and gets him, and I doubt there was any intent behind that.
You always want to see the curve break a lot, but this one breaks a little bit too much. Comes all the way across the plate and nicks the batter.
Into the box, Martin Maldonado will swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Throw over to the bag, a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-1. Runner goes. This is line to left, and that's in there, base hit. And he is in there. Now here comes the Mets skipper on his way toward the mound, and that is going to be all for Zach Wheeler. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision. Rafael Montero takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Ryan Zimmerman will look to provide a little punch off the bench as he'll hit with runners at the corners and 1 out in the inning. Into the corner and slicing foul. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Zimmerman brings in a batting line above the .450 mark. Do not sleep on his at-bats, folks.
His batting average right now certainly signifies that this guy is having a great year.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third. Now a 5-3 game. And they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third. Stepping in, Chris Taylor. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Line drive to left. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, Dero, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Here's Starling Marte as he puts it on the ground to third. 1 there, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Shane Bass is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Robinson Cano is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7.
Leading off for the Mets, second baseman.
And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 10 home runs and 34 driven in.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
A ball and 2 strikes.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Liner toward right center. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first down.
Good contact to start out the inning. Thought he might be on base with some sort of a hit, but it hung up there too long. Just unlucky that time.
Stepping in now, Jeff McNeil, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Now it's 2-0. 1 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. The 2-2. He's at the knees and called strike 3.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And that will bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh no, that screaming comebacker nailed him. Great support from his infield, though, as that's the 3rd out. Weird way to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're still doubled up. It's 6-3. Javier Garcia will head to the mound yet again, as he'll be making his 90th appearance this season. Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. Popped him up. Longoria onto the grass, makes the play, 1 away.
Right fielder, number 32, Franz Reyes.
Stepping into the box, Franz Reyes. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. First pitch on its way. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Hard hit ball to second. McNeil from the outfield grass. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, left fielder,
Jorge Soler will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Here's the first pitch to him. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 0-1 pitch on its way. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order as they're unable to add to their 6-3 lead. Leading off the inning, Peter Alfonso, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. First offering on its way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
This is one of those classic cases of the right guy at the right spot. They need to get a rally going, and this is maybe their best hitter, so he's the right guy in the right spot for this team right now.
The 1-2. Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2 pitch. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. The 1-2. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ball game. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's a swing and a miss, 1-1.
Hey, you could tell his eyes lit up on that ball right there. It was a little up, but it was out over the plate. Tough pitch to pull, and this guy's known for going deep pull side.
The 1-1 home. Skied into straightaway right. Reyes on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, center fielder.
Now at the plate, Harrison Bader. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit. But if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
Set to deliver the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. And that'll score the run from third. And don't look now, but the lead's cut to 2 here. Now at the plate, Evan Longoria. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Bader leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Strike 2 called on the inner half. 0-2 now.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at-bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Mets played a run on a couple of hits. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Marlins lead this one 6-4. Digging in now, Garrett Cooper.
Leading off for the Marlins, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. On the ground to third. Taken in by Longoria. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. No hits to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line in right. On the run is Nimmo, and he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting,
At the plate, Martin Maldonado. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. This is line to left. Cespedes is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We've played 8 full. Miami's out in front, 6-4. Trey Guerrero comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Trey Guerrero.
Striding in, Kevin Plawecki.
Tough task ahead here, as this guy, one of the top save guys in the league right now. He's been very reliable shutting the door.
Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Guerrero is about as stingy as they come in terms of a bullpen arm. He's proven very difficult to hit, and it's a rarer thing still to see multiple hits against him.
Yeah, Matty V, and you wonder why it's so hard to score off of this guy. He's nearly impossible to get 3 or 4 hits in an inning to score a run. It keeps his walks per 9 innings is really down, and you look at his hits per 9 innings pitch, it's no wonder why this guy's one of the top relievers in the game right now.
Jacob Cowan will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 28, Jacob Cowan.
There's a fastball to start him off, but that misses for ball 1. One out, nobody on. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now.
We're seeing quite a few pitches up from him right now, and that can obviously be dangerous. A cold strike there, but he might need to lower his sights a little bit.
Here's a little chopper up the middle, backhanded. Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
In now, Jeff McNeil. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Catch is made, and the Marlins will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Man, I don't care who you roll out there against these guys. That's 10 wins in a row for them, so they feel like they could beat anybody in the league right now, and they're making it look awfully easy, too.
A 6-4 finish in tonight's affair. Miami rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Adrian Moore records his 14th winning decision of the season. Trey Guerrero earns the save out of the bullpen, his 47th of the campaign. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Mets, 4 runs on 11 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 19 minutes. A reminder that special Miami Day transit shuttles to Golden Glades Tri-Rail Station will be available just outside the station.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Hello there, baseball fans.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins. The Marlins enter the day with their winning streak at 10 games. They'll try to extend it next. Chris Sale starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy's what every manager loves, right? He eats up innings. Over 200 innings on the season already. And we don't see very many guys getting 200 innings in this day and age of the game of baseball. He's reliable, he's dependable, and more importantly, he eats up a lot of innings.
So stepping in, Jeff McNeil. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. And afternoon baseball on MLB Network is underway. These Marlins, as they take the field this afternoon, all you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture inside, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that one-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
And now a chance to meet the Mets. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, we'll see if the Todd father, Todd Frazier, can keep it going. You know, it's always interesting to see a hitter's lifetime numbers against a pitcher and vice versa. Well, in this matchup, he has some pretty impressive ownage, as they say. 4 home runs in past at-bats, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. First at-bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Here's the 1-1. On the ground to the left side. On to first, and a good stretch over there is going to get him by a step for the second out.
Batting third, first baseman, Peter Alfonso.
Now to the plate, Peter Alfonso. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Back up the middle. Marte has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. It's the Mets nothing. Marlins coming up. You're watching MLB Network. Steven Matz will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-to-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Here's Starling Marte. First shot for him here, and with the season winding down, he's closing in on a league batting title. Ripped down the first base line, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Hey, after the leadoff knock right there, you know what they say. You get that leadoff guy on, I don't care how it's done. He usually comes around to score, but let's tip our hat to the pitcher. He set the tone in the top of the first, retiring him in order.
Striding into the box, Chris Taylor. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Line drive to left. Smith has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. He's stolen 40 bases already this season, and I wanted to see if his speed comes to play in this one. He impacts a lot of games with his legs, and I wouldn't be at all surprised if he does that again here today.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. First delivery to him on the way. On the ground to short. This could be 2. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. An inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Striding forward, Brandon Nimmo, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. One and 2 now. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Again, a 1-2. Another one sent foul. He'll try again, 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Check out the Miami Marlins on defense. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield, hit in the middle of the order.
Standing in, Dominic Smith, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. This is a foul ball.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the 3rd baseman. And now a pitch on the way. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Hey, that's another nice 2-seamer right there. He's been able to manipulate that pitch all game, keeping it at the hollow of the knee, getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of swing and miss.
Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Two pitch is fouled away.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed it.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Franz Reyes. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Fielder, Franz Reyes.
Now the pitch. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one. High and deep, and you can forget about it. This ball is gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 51 on the year, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
Two home runs in 3 days. I'd say he's seeing the ball pretty well right now. I think it's time to start pitching around this guy.
In is Jorge Soler. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, D-Roy? You got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at bats. You just will not see it at this level.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Grounded to short. Rosario's got it cleanly on the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And let's focus on Wilson Ramos. He's an absolute brick wall behind the plate, and if you miss middle over the heart of the plate, he can turn it around with a 3-run bomb.
Coming to the plate now, Garrett Cooper. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for the first strike. Here it comes. Liner toward right center, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. High in the air out to center field. Bader has a read on it. 2 gone.
Batting eighth, catcher, Ari Perez.
Up next from Miami, Ari Perez, currently 9th in the NL in hitting, entering play. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Cooper rounds the corner and is headed home. He scores as they extend their lead to 2.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy, runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
Standing in now, Chris Sale. And they'll start the at-bat with a sinker as this is chopped foul at the plate. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Flares this one over toward first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Now a fastball to start the 3rd. That misses. It's ball 1. Seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ball 3. A little too tall that time. 3-1 now. Harrison Bader, the number 8 hitter here, waits on deck. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And with the final month winding down here, he finds himself in 2nd place in the National League in that department. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1.
He's looking really great on the bump right now. I mean, it's been a while since he's allowed a base runner, and he just jumped ahead of another hitter right there.
The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Digging in, Steven Matz. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
No balls and 1 strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate for him to take those first 2 pitches.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as Starling Marte steps in to start out the inning. First offering on its way. Softly hit to the left side. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Soft liner towards short. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
At the plate, Matt Chapman. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit on the ground to third. On to first, and they don't come any easier than that. A 3-pitch inning, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Digging in, Jeff McNeil back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third, with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Into the box, Peter Alfonso. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that one stayed too low, apparently.
That's a good but risky take there. On 0-2, some umpires have no problem ringing you up on a pitch that close.
The 1-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Way in front of a great slider that time.
Hey, from a pitcher's standpoint, sometimes the greatest pitch is the slider that backs up. He got away with that one, but he wants that thing to bury down the way.
Bounce to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Mets leave 1. They're down 2-0. Riding in once again, Franz Reyes. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Soler comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch coming, here it is. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. This one's down to third. Frazier's up with it, and very quickly they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. He reached on a single in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch popped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Miami down in order, but they're on top 2-0. Standing in, Dominic Smith. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. The bouncer to the left side. Taylor has it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and standing in, a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. First offering on its way. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Reyes is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So striding in, Wilson Ramos flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A shot to first base and caught there to end the inning. So a strong start on the mound as he's blanked him through the first 5. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Marlins lead it 2-0. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Second baseman, Ketel Marte.
First delivery to him on the way. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed.
I'm no hitting expert, but you can't take a swing that's a whole lot more uglier than that one.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Finally, a take. No, seriously, that's the first pitch they've taken the entire game.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Rosario's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The catcher, number 14, Ari.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ari Perez. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Stepping in now, Chris Sale, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
This is what fires me up right here. You don't get a chance to see this every day of the week. You got the reigning Cy Young Award winner squaring off against the reigning MVP. That's why you pay the price of admission.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential base hit.
Here's Starling Marte. Hit back toward the mound. Fielded cleanly. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Marlins 2 and the Mets nothing. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. Will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that quite frankly has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Line to the right side, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is aboard.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8, 9-hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you could swing the bat.
Cooper is there, and he has it for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. From the belt, kicks and deals. A ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Missed with a slider. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Jeff McNeil takes his 3rd strikeout of the day.
No hitter is ever going to feel good about taking the hat trick with 3 strikeouts in a game, but I will say he's not the first guy to have a terrible game against my man on the mound. And you know what? He won't be the last. We all know he's one of the best in the business for a reason.
Into the box now, Ahmed Rosario, skied into straightaway right. Reyes is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Mets strand 1. They trail it here 2-0. Ready once again, Chris Taylor. He'll lead it off against Steven Matz. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Swing and a ground ball to 3rd. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Into the corner and slicing foul. The windup and the 0-1. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the 2nd strike. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And he's safe.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that can be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Franz Reyes will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning. We flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. First offering on its way. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Smith is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
In is Jorge Soler. Hit down the third baseline. And a diving effort there at third. Good way to bruise your ribs. How much for one of them ribs? It's a foul ball. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
I mean, that's just an awesome curveball right there. A 12-6 breaker with nasty downward tilt. You know, the game's getting back to that good four-seam fastball breaking ball instead of the sinker slider guy.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. This is line to left. Smith will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Miami. They're up 2-0. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Digging in once again, Peter Alfonso. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Cold strike at the letters, 0-1.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
The 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
I'll tell you, we're in the later stages of this ball game, but his fastball is still coming out of his hand with plenty on it.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Soler is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He was a ground-out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. Fouled away. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Good waist pitch, 1-2. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1-2. The count's now on 2-2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Fouled off. Taken high and deep to right. Reyes ranging back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So not quite enough to get the ball out of the ballpark here, and that's been a common theme as power has been in short supply. We'll take a look at the teams with the fewest home runs this season. And as you see right there, that total puts them in the 14th spot, otherwise known as second to last in the NL. Stepping into the box, Dominic Smith. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Marlins on top, 2-0. Greg Holland gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Greg Holland.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Garrett Cooper.
Leading off for the Marlins, third baseman, Garrett Cooper.
From the stretch. Bouncer down the line. Frazier gonna have to hurry. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Holland's ready. First pitch on the way. And that one just missed outside.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's such an effective pitch if you can hit the corner with it, but no dice this time.
Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Ramos has got it, but the throw is not in time. Marte is aboard after the strikeout. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Ready for another shot now, Ari Perez. He singled his last time up. He's set, here it comes. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Smith has a read on it. And that's the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 41, Chris Sale.
So here now is the pitcher, Chris Sale. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
0-1 the count. Marte is off at first with 2 away. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. The 1-1 is a slider that misses below the zone. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Marlins leave 1, but they hold a 2-0 lead. Here's Todd Frazier now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone, and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And that's going to be high, 2-2 now. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Yeah, well, down 2. You better believe they gladly take a leadoff walk right here. Anything to get a base runner on and get that tied run to the plate.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. Very brisk pace to the ball game thus far. 2-0 our score as you get a look there at the line score to this point in the contest. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. He has flied and lined out in 2 trips in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That misses. 1 ball and 1 strike here to the Mets backstop. The 1-2. Still 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Hit down the line at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see right there, he's up near the top in the National League, currently 3rd best. And that'll bring up the former top prospect, Harrison Bader. Here comes the first pitch. A high fastball is in there. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets. They're still down. It's 2-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Henry Mejia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Batting in the 7th spot, number 58, Henry Mejia. Now catching and batting in the 9th spot, number 46.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Starling Marte. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Starling Marte.
First offering on its way. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. Line drive, base hit to right.
The batter, number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Ready now, Chris Taylor. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Here's a look over to first, just keeping him close. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike, 0-1. Mejia, a native of the Dominican Republic. He's an 11-year vet at the major league level, so he certainly put together a nice career in professional baseball. hit on the ground out to short. Rosario brings it in. There's one. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, third baseman, Chapman.
In now, Matt Chapman. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. 2 out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to short. Rosario's got it cleanly. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Marlins, but they're on top 2-0. Now at the plate, number 46, and he's ready to take his first cuts.
Number 46.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Here comes Marte. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Jeff McNeil.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jeff McNeil. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First pitch coming. Here it is. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Softly hit out toward short. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
I don't care how you find your way on in the 9th inning. Anytime you can bring the tying run to the plate, you're doing your job. Now we got the bloop looking for the blast.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. No balls and 1 strike. McNeil leads off first with 1 away. Hit well towards the hole. And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. Oh, but the feed to the shortstop is off the mark.
Now batting, first baseman, Peter.
Stepping up to the plate, Peter Alfonso, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Now the Marlins skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a change, as that'll be all for his starter, Chris Sale. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Trey Guerrero takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Trey Guerrero.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Fouled away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Nimmo. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Hit hard but foul. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. And now this crowd, right around 34,000 fans, comes to their feet. And he misses there. 1-2. Lays off. 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right here.
And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
Well, I know you don't want to jinx it by talking about it, but this streak now, it's up to 11 games. When you're playing this well, you think the good times are going to last forever. But in baseball, trust me, this game has a way of humbling you. They should enjoy this ride, though, while it lasts.
A 2-0 finish today. The Fish took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Chris Sale gets to that magic number, 20 wins on the season, as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Steven Matz pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Mets, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time to the ballgame, 2 hours and 24 minutes. A reminder that special Miami-Dade transit shuttles to Golden Glades Tri-Rail Station will be available just outside the station.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL East, Chris Sale won again on the mound, winning his 20th this season, leading Miami past the Mets 2-0. He is currently in the top 5 in the NL in wins. In the standings, the Marlins are atop the National League East division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second, while the Mets are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Giants hit 3 long balls as they bested the visiting Nats 9-2. Heading into the day, the Giants are in 4th place in the NL West. They're 15 games back, while the Nationals are in 3rd place in the NL East. They're over 20 games out of first. Sonny Gray got the W and now has 5 this year as Cincinnati got the best of the Pirates 6-2. At the start of the day, the Pirates sit in 3rd place in the National League Central Division, 19 games out of first. And the Reds are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Tampa Bay Rays grabbed 13 hits in the game as they took down the visiting Mariners 8-3. As of today, the Rays sit in 3rd place in the American League East Division, 20 games out of first, while the Mariners sit in 4th place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. The Baltimore Orioles picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Red Sox on the road 8-4. Entering the day's action, the Red Sox are in 2nd place in the AL East, yet they currently lead the race for the American League wildcard. While the Orioles are at the bottom of the division, they're over 20 games out of first. The Indians combined to allow only 4 hits as they pulverized the Twins 8-1. Heading into the day, the Indians sit in 3rd place in the American League Central. They trail first by 4 games, while the Twins are at the bottom of the division. They're over 20 games out of first. Xander Bogaerts had an outstanding day, driving in 5 on 3 hits, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 9-7. At the start of the day, the Tigers are leading the American League Central 4 games up, while the White Sox are atop the division 4 games up. Gio Gonzalez got the win and now has 150 on his career as Oakland pushed past the Angels 5-3. As of right now, the Angels sit in 3rd place in the American League West Division, 16 games out of first. And the Athletics are 2nd in the division, yet they currently hold a spot in the race for the American League wild card. And that's what's happening around the baseball world heading into today. Join us again tomorrow for the latest from around Major League Baseball.